Hello and welcome to the series of UiPath Orchestrator API. In the last video, we have seen how we can run the job with and without providing arguments using UiPath Orchestrator API. And in this video, we're going to see how we can create asset on UiPath Orchestrator. Also, we're going to see how we can get all the asset from UiPath Orchestrator. But before moving ahead, we need access token to authenticate our API and folder ID of our orchestrator service. So I've shown you in my earlier video how we can get the access token and folder ID from orchestrator. So if you have not watched my earlier video, I'll suggest you to please go and check out. So I'm assuming access token and folder ID with us. So let's go ahead and see how we can create a set on UiPath orchestrator. UiPath is providing API which is asset create. This API call uses a post HTTP method, and it is this is the endpoint. It is creating a new asset, and it value type will be text, boolean, integer, and credential. So these type of asset we can create. So bearer token as authorization, and in the header section we have to provide content type, tenant name, and folder ID. In the body section, we have to provide a name of an asset, then the value scope, and we have to provide a value type, whether it is a text or boolean or integer or credential, and then we have to provide the value of that asset. So let's go ahead and see how we can create an asset. Let's select the type as post. Replace this URL with your orchestrator URL. So I have already shown you how we can get the orchestrator URL, how we can get the tenant name. And select the authorization, and it will take automatically the access from authenticate request API. Under header section, mention content type as application JSON. Tenant name. So we have provided the content type, tenant name, and folder ID under header section. Now under body section, we have to provide our asset details. So under body section, select raw JSON and our asset details. So name of a asset that we have to create. So let's say counter, then the value type. So it is of type integer, and the value, let's say 1. Let's go ahead and test this API and check if asset is going to be created or not. So as you can see here, we got 201, which is created response. Let's go to the orchestrator and check. As you can see here, the counter asset has been created of type integer. So this is how we can create a asset under orchestrator without using any interface of orchestrator, just by using its API. So isn't it wonderful? So now we have seen how we can create asset under orchestrator. Now we'll see how we can get all the asset that we've already created or that are already available under orchestrator. So let's go ahead and see how we can do that. So with the help of this request API, which is asset get all, which is of type get, we can get all the asset that are available on your orchestrator. So it takes the bearer token as authorization, and under header section, it takes a tenant name and the folder ID. That's it. So let's go ahead and test this API in a Postman and get all the assets available under our orchestrator. So as usual, replace the URL with your own orchestrator URL. Select authorization, header. So we have given endpoint, we have provided authorization, we have provided header. Let's click on send button and get all the assets available. So you can see here we got 2 assets that are available. So when here you can see I have only 2 assets. One is Acme credential, which is of type credential. Then we have a second asset which is of type, which is of name counter, and type is integer, that we have recently created. So in this video we have seen how we can create a set, and we can how we can get all the asset available on orchestrator. Similarly, we can get the asset by its name. Also, we can edit the asset already created on orchestrator. And in the next video we're going to see how we can create the queue, and we can get the details of queue available under orchestrator. So thanks for watching my video. Happy learning.